it is time to focus on our team reports and kind of the conference side of things now, as we'll start with Raider Jim. Obviously, as you saw the shirt earlier, he still has, or at least somewhere around there, I'm sure, is the net from the Thomas, or, well, I don't know where they do the tournament.
Orleans.
The Orleans, I thought so. The Orleans Arena. But anyways, Raider Jim, congratulations. The Gonzaga Bulldogs obviously going to the tournament, but they'll be going in as tournament champions. Your thoughts on the Bulldogs and the WCC tournament overall?
Yeah, and congratulations to St. Mary's, who did. They were runner-up in the conference tournament. They were number one in the conference overall for the season. But you said it yourself. It's real hard to beat Gonzaga 3 times in one season, and that wasn't about to happen. What was different about this game? Well, first of all, let me give you a little bit of the background. I got to do this one because there is no more WCC for the Zags after this season. This was their 28th consecutive appearance in the West Coast Conference Championship game. And of those 28 appearances, they've won 22. And of those 22 victories, 20 of those were coached by Mark Few. So their WCC championship appearance record runs at about 800. And that is not a bad winning percentage. You just don't see that anywhere. So congratulations to Mark Few. I mean, if you think about it, they have not been out of the championship game in the 2000s. That is, as a fan, it's really an amazing thing, making it even more disappointment if they ever didn't make it. Moving on, though, what got them here and what's going to carry them into the tournament? Ryan M. Hart led the NCAA with 325 assists. And that is just, there's a little over 50. I think it's 53 more assists than the guy who came in second place, who was Braden Smith of Purdue. Caleb Battle, the transfer kid who had that poster slam dunk towards the end of the game to seal the deal the other night, he is number 2 in the nation in free throw shooting at just under 93%. You need that when you get into the tournament. They're also Zags are number 1 in the assist turnover ratio. They're number 5 in free throw percentage overall, and number 2 in scoring offense. All those things and the chemistry that is finally starting to come around is going to help them no matter where they get seated. They're not concerned about where they get seated. They just want to know so they can get on the plane and go where they need to go. Graham Ike, the big man in the middle, the transfer, from a couple years back, he ended up being the West Coast Conference most valuable player for the tournament. Just overall, what they did was they played a different level of game because they actually got more physical. I mean, they were out-rebounded, true, but takeovers. I mean, they forced so many turnovers. I think there was one period where they had back-to-back shot clock violations on St. Mary's because of the way they defended. The only thing, and this was so uncharacteristic, was it was in the second half, and he already had 3 fouls on him, I believe. And Ryan Nemhart decides to pick up the technical because he couldn't sit himself back down and quit John at the referee. Now, the one thing I will say that is so uncharacteristic, he was probably in the right. But still, you got to keep your wits about you, especially when you're the quarterback and you've already got 3 fouls. So for him to go out and play the rest of the game as he did and not foul out also. And it also, St. Mary's was just off. Even I kept saying it. When they tied the game, I was like, oh, here it is. This is going to be it. They're going to turn it around. And they could just never get over that hump. So not sure what happened there. Randy Bennett just used the adjective atrocious was their offense. I think they scored 20 points, and that would have probably been low for a conference tournament, except I just looked up at the box right now. Aztecs only scored 19 today, and that's very uncharacteristic. So all in all, congratulations to the Zags. I think we're going to see good things. Like I say, I make the mistake of getting sucked in and looking at this is the possible bracket where they could be, and Gonzaga is going to be a number 8. St. Mary's is going to be a number 8. Well, they send Gonzaga to the south. They put St. Mary's in the Midwest. UCLA's an 8, and they put UCLA on the West Conference. I was like, come on, are you kidding me? But we'll see what happens. It's going to be good. Like I say, once again, it's going to be a fun selection Sunday, knowing that they're already in. They're going to get in somewhere, and they still have 20 plus victories under their belt this year, and they're starting to play tough.
Well, that was the sunshine side of things, because it's about to get real gloomy over here. But I am going to start with